everyone. That took for fucking ever. I couldn't get the page to load so I can mute it. It does it usually does it like within like 10 seconds of that intro ending, but this time it did it like 2 seconds before, and that's so annoying. That annoys me. All right, what do we got here? What's up, everyone? So who do we have here? Oh my God, look at everyone. Hey, Reagan. Hey, Megan. Hi, Lily. Hi, Smearcat. What is touching me? Oh, okay. Hey, Sue Elliott. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Can you substitute Irish cream for anything else? Not really. Not really. I mean, I suppose you could use maybe rum chata or like white chocolate Godiva you could probably use, but the taste isn't going to be the same. So you really need the Irish cream for the taste. But if you're looking just to keep the color intact, you could probably get away with those two. You're just going to get a different taste. And that goes for pretty much everything that I have on the list requiring that tonight. Hey, April. Hey, Dirty Uncle Sal. Yes, I'm trying to get everyone drunk because we're all much cheerful. But no, there's that fine line though. There's that happy drunk, and then there's that miserable drunk. And it's a very fine line between the two. And we are all capable of getting to that line. I don't care who we are. We are very capable of it. And sometimes that line may shift for us. It's always good to stay one step below drunk, in my opinion. Like a good buzz is like, I think the Goldilocks zone, I guess you could call it. Hey, LJ Protects. Hey, Tiffany. Let's see here. I think that might be, is there more? Oh, there is more. Hey, Reagan, Janie Mack. Okay, I'll check that out in just a minute. Hey, Heather. Hey, Claire. Hey, Al Capone. Sorry, Al Capone. No, oh shit, what was it called? Fuck. God damn it, now I can't remember the name of that drink. I gotta know. I have to look it up. Sorry, I have to take time and do this. Sorry. So I can't even think. Harvey Wallbanger. Was that it? Yeah, I think it's a Harvey Wallbanger. I was gonna say, sorry, no Harvey Wallbangers here tonight. It's vodka, orange juice, and Galliano, which is a vanilla flavored liqueur. I think that's a Harvey Wallbanger. It's been a while. Or of course, then there's Rusty Nail. That's from way back in the day. He Really Care. Yes, it was Harvey Wallbanger. That's what I was going for. Which I don't know. They might have been after Capone's time. It was. If it was, it wasn't much after Capone's time. It was like maybe the 50s. He didn't drink vodka anyway. Okay. He would strike me as more of a Godfather kind of drinker. I forget what's in that though. I think it's brandy. See, Godmother was vodka. Godfather, I think, was brandy or something, or cognac. And Godchild was brandy. Godson or Godchild was brandy. Godmother was vodka. So it must have been whiskey or gin, because that's pretty much all they drank back then. He drank beer, wine, champagne, and Italian before dinner. Oh, okay. So he would have definitely probably been shit, I forget the name of that drink now. All right, I'm done. My brain is still not with me today. Like, I still feel like I'm in a huge cloud. It's crazy. So I'm just going to jump right into it and start making a drink, because otherwise the ice is going to melt. So I'm going to start with something I haven't done on here yet. I don't think I've done it on here yet. I think I did do it last year, come to think of it. But we're going to do it again anyway. So it's called the Grinch Marguerita. So what you want to do is, you don't have to decorate the glasses like I do. I just like to do that. So I did it. So for the Grinch Margarita, you want to have ice in there. So plug your ears if you got ear things on. This might be loud just for a second. So you want to fill the glass full of ice. You know, my hands are clean. I don't care. Okay, like I said, full of ice. Okay, there we go. Now, in your mixer, you're going to want to put a little bit of ice still. Okay, now, see? Now, because this is a margarita, I don't have enough room. My kingdom for more room. You are going to use tequila, but you want to use silver tequila. You don't want to use like the gold tequila because it will alter the color. And it's called the Grinch because it's green, you know? So for this, I do 1.5 ounces. So, and I'm pretty sure that that's what this is up top. I think that's a full 1.5 ounces. I've been through this before. There is no marking on it, which I find quite annoying because everyone I've ever worked with had a marking on it. This one doesn't. It pisses me off. So here we go. And then you want to use, this is what gives it its green color. Where is it? Where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. Midori. It's melon liqueur. You can use a generic melon liqueur if you want, so long as it's green, you know? But me and my, I don't know, upscaleness, I had to have Midori apparently. I can't really stand the shit, to be honest with you. It's very sweet. So you do about 1 ounce of that, a shot. Okay, it's a nice little green color. Then you want to use sweet and sour mix. I thought I had sweet and sour mix. Turns out I don't, but I want to keep it within the same color wheel. So I'm using pineapple juice, which is about the same color as sweet and sour mix. And I think I might like the taste of it better than sweet and sour mix because I'm not a big sweet and sour mix person. Like it's very sweet and sour. It's a little bit too much sweet and sour. I'm not a fan of it. So you do about 1.5 ounces of this. So fill this right up. And drop the top. Okay, so now you're going to want to mix this up. So for that, I'm going to mute the microphone so I don't shake ice right in someone's ear because I imagine it's quite loud when I do that. So 1 second. Okay, so there's that. Then you want to, I can't really get this on there, can you? Oh, no, from here I can. Okay, so then you want to pour it right into the glass, but you don't want to fill it up all the way because you still have another ingredient yet to add. So you want to just fill it almost to the rim, leave a little bit of room there because it is very sweet. Just these ingredients, it's a bit much. So you want to add either some like 7-Up to break it up or some seltzer or whatever, club soda. I'm using lemon flavored seltzer because I like it. Just top it off with that. You don't really want to like shake it with the seltzer in there because it'll just get really fizzy and it's going to just break down the carbonation anyway. And you kind of want the carbonation in there. That's one of the whole points of using it, I think. My opinion anyways. And for this, you garnish with, where's my skewer? With cherries, a cherry skewer. And these are slippery little suckers. They don't like to get on there. Come on. All right. 3 or 4, whatever you want is good. There you go. And there is the holiday Grinch. See? Grinch Marguerita. I keep forgetting that. And that kind of tastes like shit with pineapple juice, I'll be honest. So there you go. If you don't have sweet and sour, don't make it. Where is I had napkins here. God damn it. Okay. So there's that. Now, if you use it with sweet and sour mix, it does taste good. It's just, for me, it's a bit sweet. And I love sweet drinks, but this is like the wrong kind of sweet for me. I don't know. But let me check chat and then we'll move on to something else. Oh, it's afternoon for you? No, it's not afternoon for me, so. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. I'll be right back. I'm going to go dump this out. I need to rinse out my shaker anyways for the next one. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I saved my cherries because I don't want to have to skewer more and waste them. Which means I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go on to the next drink, the martini drink. I'm going to save the shot ones for last because I don't need ice for those. So this way I can use up my ice before it melts. So for the, what was the other one I made? I can't remember now. I've done this one several times as of lately too. It's the pistachio martini. This one's real easy. And it's really cheap too. Because like the last one I made, like the tequila is really cheap. Like I think that bottle of tequila probably cost me less than $10. The Midori I think cost me about $15. But like I said, you can use a generic melon liqueur. Let me hurry up and run this ice back in the freezer too, so it doesn't fucking melt on me. In case I want another one. Okay, and like your sweet and sour mix is just a couple bucks, really. Your cherries are just a couple bucks and whatever. I don't know. I think it's why I don't like the Midori and the sweet and sour is because it's kind of tart and it's maybe not quite the right sweet. So maybe 7-Up would be the ideal to top that off with. If that's too much sweet for you, then you can definitely do like a club soda. So yeah. But now this one is the pistachio martini. So equal parts of 3 items. Let me put this off to the side. Grab my other one. Okay. So we're going to do blue curacao. This is really cheap. This bottle here cost me like $6 or $7. So, and there's really, I can't think of any like name brand of blue curacao. Like they're all like generic or something. There may be one generic you like better than another or some shit. I don't know. But I did 1.5 shots, but I'm going to add a little bit more. We're going to do about 2 shots of each. Because why not? Why the fuck not? Okay, so there's that. Then amaretto. Now there are some name brands of amaretto. Like, fuck. I can't pronounce it. I'll be honest with you. I just can't. It starts with a D-I-S. I don't know. But it's a really good amaretto. It's hard to say. If someone wants to maybe spell it out in chat, and I can try, but I can just picture the long name. It's like an Italian name. I don't know. But it's a very good amaretto. So there's that. Otherwise, you can just get a nice, cheap, generic amaretto like I did here, which again is like $6, $7. So, and is that someone telling me what I wanted? What I was asking? No, okay. Oh, what's my local news tweeting about? So, Disaronno. Okay, yeah, but it's not spelled like that. But you're right, though. It's Disaronno. That's how it sounds. But there's they add like more R's and N's or something. I don't know. But yeah, Disaronno is kind of like how it sounds. But it is definitely a very good amaretto. And they make like different grades of it too. Like, I can't think of what they're called or whatever, but there's more like a top shelf brand that they make that's really fucking good. But this is really quite adequate, especially since you're not going to be drinking it straight or over rocks or anything, or out of a snifter. You're going to be drinking it as a mixed drink, so it's quite fine. You don't really want to use the great ameratto for mixed drinks anyways. So, and then again, equal parts of your Irish cream. And this is where I say the taste, it's this, you need the taste of the Irish cream in this one. You color wise, you could probably get away with something else, but you need the taste. Okay, then, oh, there it is. Then you want to shake it up. Again, I'm going to mute for this so I don't bother anyone. Okay, and then you just pour into your glass, which is garnished with some cherries. And this is the pistachio martini, and this tastes like so fucking good. This is so good. So good. So good. Oh, and this one I used the little crystals for the decoration. I tried to keep it red on one side and green on the other, but they got kind of mixed up a little bit. So, that's fucking good. That's some good shit. I don't care what anyone says. All right. Where are... 1 second, guys, because I will not sit here and stream the rest of the time in this film. And then everything will get sticky, and I'll just be miserable sticky. There we go. No matter how hard I try to not spill shit, shit just get like dribbles over. I don't get it. Okay, there we go. Put you over there because I don't care if that tray gets messy. All right. And in a minute, I will do the last two things on the list, which are shots. They're both shots. So, and the baby beers, really what makes it so great is you serve them in little shot glasses like this. Now you can get plastic ones like this for like really cheap, for like $5-6 a bag, or like $8 or something, which if you're having a party with a lot of people, I suggest doing that because there will be people who steal them. Like at the bar, nobody ever steals any of our glassware ever, except for the fucking baby beer shot glasses. But we buy the cheap plastic ones for that, and they always get stolen. So you don't want to use a really nice glass set like I have here for, a lot of people when someone might steal it, or like if you're like in college, you don't want to do that because then they will steal it. But if you're having a nice dinner party or something, sure, then this I would suggest using the nice pretty set, because that just adds to the dinner party. But really, does anyone really have fucking dinner parties? Like, I feel like people are, like, even me just saying it now, like, who the fuck am I talking to? Like, I don't think I've ever had a dinner party where I serve that shit. Like, do people do that? I feel like I'm appealing to an audience that doesn't exist. I don't know. No, the sea has not affected my taste. It did when I was sick. I couldn't taste anything when I was sick, but then it cleared up and my taste was back. So I'm good. My sense of smell too. I use solo cup shots. Those are perfect, I think. But if you're making or serving a shot for the looks of it, for the aesthetic of it, then those won't be good because you can't see through them. So that's all. Because like the brain hemorrhage one I'm making, I'm serving out of this one because you can see through it. I probably should have grabbed a lighter one though. I don't know. But okay. Lisa Ranmo. Big Lisa. Lisa Ranmo. Okay. It's okay. Thank you. I it's never too late to educate me in how to pronounce the names of liquors or liqueurs rather. Yeah, the line measurements are helpful. That's what pisses me off about these little I think they're called like jiggers, whatever. This is what pisses me off though about these, because like they're supposed to have a little thing on the inside, a line to where the I don't know the amount is, and then it's supposed to say like 1 ounce, and then a line to show you where the 1 ounce is. But there's nothing. These have nothing on the inside, not on either side, and not on the outside. Like what? I almost feel like I have to go to the website to see how much they fucking hold. Like you shouldn't have to do that. Bullshit. Come on, Jack Daniels, get with the program here. But yeah. I just got over had the sea flu and bronchitis infection now, and I am out here camping. You're out where camping? Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna go camping with all that shit. That's crazy. The Manischewitz doesn't go with shot glasses. I'm not sure what that is. Should I know what that is? See, here's the thing. Like, in all my years of bartending, like, I've gotten to know quite a bit about vodka, gin, rums, all of your main spirits. Pretty well versed in your bourbons, too, and your scotches and your whiskeys. But wines, I never bothered to learn a damn thing about wines until, like, this job. You just kind of pick up and shit, whether you like to or not. And a lot of other things too, like along that lines, like your beers. Like we got a whole lot of like little microbreweries around us that make all kinds of good beers. I never knew that. It's crazy. Jewish wine. Okay. Yeah, see, it's a wine. That's why I don't really know much about it. Yeah, okay. I'd like to try that sometime though. I don't think we have it at the bar. We should. I mean, really, we should. I could be wrong. Maybe we do have it, but like I said, I never really knew much about wine, so I probably wouldn't. Last year, I wouldn't have even known if we did have it, probably. Anyway, I'm being looked at right now. 1 second. Okay. All right. So, grocery store will have it in the Jewish section. Cool. Okay. Like, yeah, all of our stores definitely have that section. I know because there are some kosher brands of things that I love. Okay. All right. So, this next one, like I was talking about it, so we'll go ahead and do the baby beers. There's a little bottle. Oh, there's her. Okay. So this is, I don't even know what it is really. It's Licquor 43. I don't know. It has something underneath it that I'm not sure if that's even English. But here, I'm going to hold it. Wait, I can't tell if I'm holding it up high enough. Okay. So there. Oh, can you see? There we go. So that's what this is. This I know though is very sweet. It's very, very sweet. So you take the glass and you fill it up about 3/4, in between 2/3 and 3/4, maybe. I don't know. Okay, but to right about there. See, it has about that much room left on top. And then you top it off with the heavy cream. And I think this cream's going to work. It's heavy whipping cream. I don't know if that's any different than heavy cream, but apparently our stores don't sell heavy cream, just heavy whipping cream, which is weird. I don't know, whatever. So, oh Jesus, I almost spilled it. And this, believe it or not, I mean, I wouldn't recommend just forcefully like pouring it in there, but you don't have to go as easily as you think, because it will hold it up. And I'm about to drop that. Wait a minute. Okay. See, you see how I as I pour it, it gets underneath. It drops, but then it comes right up. The liquor actually holds it. So, because when I first started making these, I thought you had to be like all like skillful and shit and layering it, but no, it pretty much layers itself. But I mean, there is a force, so you can go with just too forceful, and it will just end up mixing. See? Now, let me see. Can you see that really? Yeah, you can. There you go. See, it looks like a little beer, little baby beer. I'm not a big fan of these, though. I'll be honest. What proof is that shit? Oh my god. I didn't realize it was that strong. That's crazy. 31% alcohol, so it's what, 62 proof? Yeah. Huh. It's not very strong. But man, it sure kind of fucking tasted a little strong. How do people do shots and shots of these? I mean, like, I have some customers that would just order one after another, like all night long. And they're still standing. Like, wow. That's crazy. And before you think, ew, just plain heavy cream on top of a drink, that's got to be horrible. Nah, this is so sweet and thick that it breaks it up beautifully. It does. It breaks it up quite well. Like, it would taste like shit without it, I think. So, yeah, there's that. Holy shit, it's strong, though. How do people do a whole shot of that, like, all at once? Oh, my God. That's, like, bad. That's really bad. I don't know. No, yeah, they, I mean, there's all kinds of like non-alcoholic, like sparkling wines and stuff, and wines or whatever. It is. It's just like, I mean, it reminds me of like, because I grew up Catholic, so, and I grew up back when, when I was little, anyways, when you went to get the body of Christ, they also had the wine out still. Like they don't really have the wine out most places anymore. I noticed. But they still did then. And oh my God, I used to love the taste of that. I thought it was wine my entire childhood. Come to find out, it's not. It's just juice. But it was really good juice. Really good. Country Girl Brenda says, I love your channel. Thank you. Thank you. I love to hear that. Do you make the 21-year-old drink a cement mixer as your last drink? No, but interesting story with that. I have won many a drinking contest with that. Is that last kicker? I mean, I didn't use it right away. You have to wait till the other person is good and drunk for it to really have that effect of like, oh my God, what the fuck did I just drink? You know? And that's usually when they call it quits, though. And every time I've used that as my kick in the nuts kind of drink there at the end, you know, when I realized I'm getting a little too shit faced, I can't really go on. So now I need an edge. Because the way we did drinking contests was one person would suggest a shot or say a shot, and then you both have to drink it. Then the other person, it goes back and forth all night or however long you're doing it for. And so when it came to be my turn and when I had enough, cement mixer. So, and the thing is like if I knew the bartender, they would know this. They would pour mine with the lime juice in one shot glass and then the Bailey's in the other. And then they would just pour theirs together, the other person. And then, yeah, it was cheating, sure. I still won. I don't care. But yeah. Yeah, I actually I brought that up the other night at work. We were joking around though. I think one of the younger bartenders, she was trying to come up with like a holiday drink or something. It was a while ago. It was before Halloween. That's right. And she found the brain aneurysm. Now, I learned of this drink years ago when I first started bartending. And I learned very quickly that if it's not drank within like a matter of seconds almost of it being concocted, then it's not, no one's going to want to drink it. Because again, with the Bailey's, it does that curting shit or whatever. But yeah, so she She came across something online about the brain aneurysm, and I mentioned, well, why not just make Bailey's and lime juice while you're at it? She's like, well, that doesn't sound very good. I'm like, oh no, it's great. You should try it. I filled her in. I couldn't do that, but yeah. Yeah, they are a rite of passage. That's for sure. It's a feeling you'll never forget. Never. It's, I don't know. Yeah, the one night, the one drinking contest I was in the middle of, it was almost 2 a.m. But no, it's like 12 or 1 a.m. It was getting late. And I still had to leave and well, I wasn't driving, but I still had to leave and for like a 5-6 hour car ride to Long Island. So, and at that point, I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta wrap this up. So that's when I threw out the cement mixer and I went. We had money on that too, I think. So yeah, if you ever need to beat someone in a drinking contest, cement mixer is the way to go. Definitely. Anyway. Bring out the dish rag. What? Oh my god, that's horrible. There's there's a drink called the New Jersey something, New Jersey Turnpike maybe, where I don't know if it's a rag, maybe it's a rag or something, but for us, I know for us anyways, it would be where we dump all the drinks and shit before the washer. We would dump that into a glass. Like that would be our New Jersey Turnpike. That's gross. Why would anyone do that? Yes, yes, people do still drink kamikazes. Not that often though. Because we don't really sell shakers of shots, like back in the day. So like people will ask for them, but we'll just serve them by shot. Right now, though, the biggest shots like along that lines or in that category, I think would be green tea, white tea shots, mostly green tea shots though. And yeah, that's about it. Or lemon drop shots. B-52s. Oh my god, what the fuck was in a B-52? I forgot. Oh my god, it's been so long. No one orders that. I got my first stinger for the first time in years the other night. Like I had to look it up, see what was in that. I couldn't remember. B-52s. No, blowjobs came back around though. I don't think it's because of me though. No, I think someone ordered. They wanted something like that, so I suggested the blowjob, but they were already headed that way anyways. So slammers were good. Oh, I remember those Alabama slammers. It was the shot was Southern Comfort. Then you topped it off with like tonic water or soda, and then you slammed down the table and it fizzed up, and then you drink it real quick. Yeah, when the BJ's ever gone. Yeah, I hear you. But they kind of did. Like no one heard. Like when I mentioned it and I explained how and why it's called a BJ, because you don't use your hands or whatever. Like everyone looked at me like I was nuts. I'm like, really? No one's heard of these? What? you said blowjobs, and I looked up. Clothes. Oh, you mean Rob Roy? Rob Roy? Which that's what? Just it's a Scotch Manhattan, I think. Um, oh, really? What's in the Dirty Uncle Sam? What's in the signature drink? I'm curious. Um, Sicilian Kiss. Oh my god, I remember that. Yeah, I can't do Southern Comfort. I can't. B-52, Kahlua and Bailey's. Okay, yeah. But did it? Wait a minute. Wasn't there like a flaming kind of that too? You topped it off with 151. I thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Roy Rogers for. Okay. I can't remember. Roy Rogers. Wasn't this something with Dr. Pepper? Bailey's Irish cream, Grand Marnier, and coffee liqueur. That tastes so. Oh my god! I can tell that tastes so good. Anything with Grand Marnier. I fucking love Grand Marnier. No, I've never heard of that drink. Angels Among Us 95. I've heard of a redheaded slot, which is actually a drink I quite love. I know it's a shot. People look at me weird when I order it for a drink. Fine, I get that. But it's a really good drink. Yeah, oh, I don't want to make people want to drink cola and grenadine. Okay, yep. I think it ends up, doesn't it taste kind of like a Dr. Pepper though? Or I want to say Dr. Pepper has something to do with it. There's one drink we just called it circus peanuts, but we found out one night just fucking around behind the bar that if you mix 99 bananas, I imagine maybe any banana liqueur, but you need the 99 bananas, okay? Malibu and Pepsi or Coke, whatever, Coke or Pepsi, it tastes just like those orange marshmallow circus peanuts, just like it. And then there's oh no, wait a minute, Dr. Pepper. That's right. There was amaretto, a shot of amaretto in beer, and then you downed it. That tastes just like a Dr. Pepper. And then it was what? Irish car bomb is Bailey's, Jameson, dumped in Guinness, and then a Boilermaker. What's in a Boilermaker though? I can't remember. I know it's beer, but what else goes in there? I haven't had one in so long. Someone's got to remember Boilermaker. It's fucking driving me nuts. There was a shot, it tasted just like a creamsicle. That would be probably any vanilla vodka, specifically Pinnacle whipped, because I'm a big fan of that, and orange juice. It was just whiskey shot? Okay. I thought it was whiskey and something else, but maybe not. Mudslides, yeah. Yep. Then I know there was like the Alabama Slammer drinks. Oh, wait, what? Buttery nipples, yep. And then there were slippery nipples with the Jaeger, and buttery nipple was butterscotch and Bailey's. Slippery nipples was Jaeger and the Bailey's. Vanilla vodka root beer tastes like a Tootsie Roll. Oh, I gotta try. We have like the best root beer in the world too at the bar. It's made by our local brewery, Saranac root beer. It is so good. It's just a shot of whiskey and beer. Okay. What am I thinking of then? Yeah, you can eat like with the creamsicle. You any drink. You can make a drink of it. Just with you need the vanilla vodka and the orange juice. That's all. I tried to do this, a couple other variations, but because I really think that there should be a fantastic drink that you can make with like coffee mate French vanilla creamer. I mean, not much of it, just a little bit of it. And I'm thinking that would go so good, but that does not mix well with orange juice. Nothing mixes well with orange juice that's dairy related. So yeah, fuck me. I even tried with like orange liqueur, but it wasn't right. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't mix. It's not good. It's not good. Which you're going to see curling too with this one in a second. Here, I'll go ahead and do this one up. So this is a brain hemorrhage. It's peach schnapps, and you do, I don't know, maybe about 2/3 I do the peach schnapps. So see, it's clear, just nice clear liquid. Then you're going to just pour in some Baileys, and you want to maybe not pour it all the way up to the top, but close to it anyway. What do you do with that? I keep calling it Baileys, but it can be any Irish cream. It doesn't have to be Baileys. Like this is Ryan's. Molly's is a popular one too. So you pour that in. Okay, you want to let it pour in with a little bit of force so that it mixes a little bit with the liqueur, but it doesn't need to mix entirely. Then you take your grenadine and you just drop in a couple drops. Yeah. See? I don't know how well you can see that. It is kind of mixing in there. Maybe need a little bit more of this. It's been a while since I made this, like 20 years. 20 plus years, I'd say. Yeah, there. Kind of looks like a brain, right? Brain hemorrhage. See, the thing is if you don't drink this quickly, it will start to kind of cement. It's not quite curdle, but it's like you get like the cement mixer feeling, kind of. Here. See? It looks gross as fuck, though, right? Right? It looks pretty gross. I think it needs to mix, though, a little bit more. Not really mixing very well. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the kind of shot glass I have. When I made them like years ago, it was more of a rounded, less like a flute, more of a rounded thing. Maybe it mixed better then. I don't know. But I don't know. Have you even been able to see it very well? I'm not sure. I haven't been watching how I've been holding it up. But see, it looks pretty gross, doesn't it? Yeah, brain hemorrhage. Really, though, flavor-wise, it tastes fantastic. It does. I mean, peach schnapps, Irish cream, and grenadine, those are 3 awesome flavors. I'm not really in the mood for a strong shot, so I know it's not very strong, but to me it is. I don't drink like I used to anymore. And I got everything closed right away. I don't want to leave shit out to spill. All right, we're going to put you on the floor. Okay. There we go. Those are all the drinks for the night. But we used to call that jizz in a hot. What? Do I want to know what was called jizz in a hot dog? Oh yes, I'm sorry, Vita. I've been sick. I know I get messenger messages from several people. I meant to check that before I started the stream, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I will though when I'm done. Hi, Veda, by the way. Hi. Sorry. Oh my God, that one is lit. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Oh yeah, Coincidental is very fucking good. I love that. And yeah, that and Grand Marnier. And Coincidental, that's an orange flavored liqueur too, right? I think it is. I know the Grand Marnier obviously is orange flavored, but I'm pretty sure Coincidental is too. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Coincidental, funnily enough, is actually my first experience with alcohol because my parents had a liquor cabinet. Never had like very much liquor wise, mostly like your dessert liqueurs, I guess you could say. Like it may be some like Crown Royal because my dad liked Crown Royal, but Coincidental was almost always in there. So the first night I got drunk, I swiped that bottle because it was the most full bottle, and it tasted so good. Like it was a pleasant first experience with alcohol. It's not like some people you hear about how they like force down like whiskey or something or gin. Cointreau. Okay. Thank you. I'm pronouncing it wrong my whole life. My hairballs match my drink. They do. Yay. Actually, I didn't plan on wearing the hairballs tonight. I want to wear the little combs, but I can't find them. I have no idea where the fuck they are. It's kind of pissing me off because I only had 2 left, and now it appears I lost them. I think I have a gnome because I keep missing little things. And I think someone's taking them on me or something. 5 years of French. I took 2 years of French. Wow. We never got to the liquor, so. 151 on top and drop it in beer. Oh, yeah, on top of amaretto. Jackie Sadi, I think. I don't know what you're talking. Okay, but yeah, if you drop um amaretto in beer, it does. It tastes just like Dr. Pepper, or is it root beer? No, Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't check my Twitter DMs. I'll do that right now. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I love it. Here, I'll show everyone. So, Dirty Uncle Sal just sent me this. Apparently, it's a lighter. Yeah. You're on mute. Here, let's do that. Okay. It's so awesome. It's cool. I don't really need a lighter anymore. Otherwise, I'd say, where did you get it? Oh, okay. I'm catching up in this chat here. All right. All right. All right. So, I don't really know how badly I want to get into that shit now. I'm having such a nice stream. I feel like I don't want to get into anything yet, but I'm gonna end up getting into shit. Oh, I meant she put Bailey's on her ice cream as a kid. Oh, ooh, that sounds good. Especially like if for someone who's maybe teething, which I know, no, you're not supposed to give alcohol to teething babies and shit like that. But I'm just saying, that sounds like it might work. Don't do that though. Do I have a cat? No, I don't. Nope. Yeah, no, I don't have a cat. I've been thinking about maybe getting one. I don't know. I don't. I feel like I'm almost ready for another pet, but I'm not quite ready yet. What I would love to do if I could would be to find like because before our Punchy ended up in the Humane Society, she was picked up in a house from a house that evidently used her as like for breeding. So if there was any way I could, I would love to find like her puppies, you know, because I know several years have passed, so it wouldn't be her puppies anymore. It'd be several, you know, generations removed, I guess, however you want to put it. I don't know, but I would love to find puppies of hers in that sense. But I really don't know how to do that. I mean, it's not like people register dog DNA, and we didn't, you know. So, I mean, if there was any way I could find her puppy so like that, then yeah, I wouldn't even have to think twice about it. We'd have a new puppy. So, and I don't think I've ever seen your collection of kitty wine, Dash X. I've seen the cat wine. What's a cat wine? What? Oh, oh, you had your cat fixed today, Spade. She's still acting all fucked up. Okay. You missed your dogs and your asshole cat. Mm-mm. I know, right? We first got Punchy on Christmas. It was the day after Christmas. She was a Christmas present for my oldest son, and for some reason, just we couldn't quite get her before Christmas, like because we want to be sure. We want to be sure that she got along with everyone, and everyone got. And it just timing wise between work schedules, it didn't quite like. We were off by like a day, so we didn't get her to the day after Christmas. But it's that time of year though. Still sucks she's not here for it. Yes, we have rose, white, and red. The red is beet juice and catnip. I said you. Okay. Oh, how cute. So is it like catnip in all of them? Or here, let me share it first. All right, where's my son going? All right, let's see here. Okay, so rosé, red, burgundy. Tell me this is meow or meow something. The yellow. Like, tell me this is meow something. Yep, catnip. You put it in a bowl. Meowscato. Okay, yep. That's funny. Yes, Petwinery. Yep. Meowscato. It's like juice with catnip. Which, did you know that catnip kind of has the opposite effect in humans? I didn't know that. I don't know why, but I haven't really taken much catnip, so. But I hear that anyways. There's burgundy. Okay. I just saw the Gundy, so I assumed it was burgundy, but burgundy, that gets, okay. Moscato. Catnip is in the mint family. Okay. Oh god, that's funny. That is too funny. The names though kind of reminds me of that online prank, the cat facts. Oh my god, I actually did that to someone. Like it was after a few years after it was like became known. So oh my god, it was an old boss of mine, but he was the present boss of my son at the time. So we did it to him. Oh my god, that was so. I haven't thought about that in forever. That's funny. I had everything pre-typed and shit, like all different variations, because I didn't know which way they were gonna go or whatever, and it's kind of hard to keep it in the context you want it for every text. I put a lot of effort into that. Oh yeah, can you send me the link for the kitty wine thing and I'll share it in the chat? Let me see here. Okay. Just let me know if you send it. Let me know when you send it, and I'll click over and I'll grab it. What can I do? You guys know what I was talking about, right? With the cat packs, right? It could have been just talking about something that no one knows. I don't know. I don't really feel super much like drinking tonight. Comes and goes. I don't know. I'm not on medication or anything anymore, but I don't know. So we got it in her cat box every month, but the bottle says Petwinery at Petwinery, and seems they're on every social media with their name. Okay. Hey, thanks for becoming a member, Leah. Awesome. Glad to have you. Welcome. Here, let's see. Let me go to Twitter at Cat Winery. And that's Facebook, that's not Twitter. What am I doing? There we go. Let me see if I can find a website from there. Well, that's weird. Why would they have a locked account? Oh, there's not really. I'm not sure if that's really their account. It's quite new. I'm not sure. Let me see what happens if I get rid of the @ sign. All right, so here's what I found. It is. What's this lead to? So this is an old article about it, Cat Winery. So I'm going to go ahead and link it if anyone wants to check it out. Of course, it's not behind a fucking pay thing. Are you kidding me? God, you suck. Oh my God. This is why no one will ever read your shit, New York Times, because you suck. All right, so that's not going to help me anything. I don't fucking know. And that's pretty much all there was. All cats account suspended. This is weird. I don't know. Like, I can't find them on here, apparently. Huh. What do we got here, though? My comment, or the DMs. Okay, so. Oh, at Pet Winery. Oh, my bad. Okay. That might be why I couldn't find it. Here we go. All right. I'm going to share this with you guys. And petwinery.com. There we go. There's a website. Copy. And here you go. Here's a link. Yep, here we go. Okay, that's it. Oh my God, how cute. Oh, they got dog beers, it looks like. The dog bar, ice cream bar, cat bar. Oh my God, it's so cute. Burgundy, Meowsling. Fetch me Grigio. Oh my God. No, they got a video. I want to pull it up though. Wait a minute. So, there we go. All right, I'm going to share the video. So this is from the channel Cheer to the Felines and the Canines. And I have to mute my microphone because I don't have earbuds in. That was cute. Why am I so bright? I don't understand why I'm so bright. Oh, wrong one. Oh, what the fuck did I do? Oh my god. Well, it'll load eventually. Okay, so against my better judgment, I think I'm going to get into some shit. So as soon as I can turn down my brightness here. Come on, you fucker. I'm going to try to briefly get into some shit. I don't want to get too much into shit at this point in time because I don't think I'm fully caught up on the shit really. But I did notice there was some shit going on and being discussed before I even set up for the live stream here. And why won't you load displays? Oh my God, you piece of shit. Oh. I don't know. Oops, it's not it. Okay. Damn it, which one is the brightness? I hit it by accident earlier, but now I can't find it. Damn it. Oh, fuck it. Whatever. Anyway. I don't know why it won't load. I hate my computer sometimes. Yay, it loaded. Okay. Oh, it's not even that bright. Shit. Huh. Oh. Okay, so now that I did that. Now, the pet video? Oh, here. Let me pull that up. Shut up. Shut up. All right, so here's the link to the pet video, or the Petwinery video. There you go. That's the video in the channel and everything. Okay. Oh, wait, 1 second. I gotta do something real quick. 1 second. Yuck. Okay. Before I get into some shit, I like to have a little bit of my microdose. So, anyways, this shit. I was seeing things being discussed there on Twitter about Sue Elliott having allegedly given, I think, Roadhog Real's number, which I did see a video from Roadhog from like 19 hours ago, it said when I watched it, where he came out right out and said, no, Sue Elliott did not fucking give it to me. So hopefully that put a quash to all of that. So, I mean, again, that's Sue's battle to fight, not mine, but it just seems a little ridiculous because, come on, like, if there's anyone who you would think would not do something like that, like Sue Elliott, I think kind of holds the first place medal in that category, you know? So it just, that's my whole take on that was ridiculous. But, so yeah, there's that. And as far as the whole bullshit between the two of them, this is getting a little crazy. I'm just going to say, because, while I was trying to see what I could learn about the whole Sue Elliott giving phone number thing, I did watch a few of Roadhog's latest, I don't know what the fuck you want to call them, but like one of them was a stream from 19 hours ago. So Real is now begging and telling lies or whatever. But that's not what caught my attention. What caught my attention was when he did, so here's where I stand. The threats and shit made in that, primarily, I think I heard something at like the 7:55 mark. I'm not sure. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. The first one to fully admit that. But if I'm not, this sounded like some pretty fucked up shit, like an ominous noise in the background to heighten the effect of the threat in which he was making. I really hope I'm wrong. Really, really hope I'm wrong. But can we just stop this real life shit? Like, I mean, people have been like fucking calling and texting like people close to Real. Why? And why even call him to begin with? Like, why even get his number and call him? And furthermore, why? I mean, and don't get me wrong, I know Real's not innocent in all this. Okay, I get that he's more than played his part. I will say though, Real hasn't gotten anyone evicted. Real hasn't really hadn't. He is. I don't think Real has gone quite as far as Roadhog. I will say that. That's not to say he's in the right, but that's just to say it for whatever the case may be. But I think the two of them and anyone who's in their camp, maybe you can help maybe try to quiet it down a little bit, because they're starting to get a little crazy here with how this is being taken off the platform. And really, it shouldn't ever be taken off the platform, right? So I don't know what the fuck's going on with these two, but maybe just chill it down a little bit, okay? That's all I'm going to say. And I get, like, I get getting so fucking pissed off that you want to cause someone like real fucking turmoil in their real life. I get that. I think if you're on YouTube, I think we've all had that feeling from time and occasion. But you don't do it. So, yeah, that's what killed me the most about people making all those accusations about Sue. I mean, I get she made a comment or whatever, but about reading lips, but so what? So fucking what? Let's just face it. Anyone who knows Sue knows that it's just not something she's going to do. So, especially given like the intensity of this relationship, this dynamic between the two of them, she's definitely not going to do it then. She's not going to take someone's phone number and give it to someone who can't fucking stand them and wants to harm them. Who is going to do that really? But it's definitely not Sue Elliott. It's definitely not. So, and I don't even care if you disagree with me. You're just wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why I was talking about that. Or that's why like anyone's been talking about it, I think. I don't know. But, just... See, and here's another thing too, like when you have someone like, I know from my experience, Roadhog tends to take down his videos or his streams, not long after he's put them up. So a lot of these things that people say to have heard him say or do, people can't go back and fact check it anymore. So I think that both leaves breeding ground to where people are either going to disbelieve the things that they're being told, or people are going to take advantage of that and really make up some crazy shit. I think both things do occur. So I think I really hope that if anyone's going to take anything as fact, that they see it. They insist on seeing it, like in screen form or screen grab, whatever, especially when some of these accusations are pretty fucking extreme, so. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about with the reading lips thing. Yes, exactly. -X. That's exactly what I was talking about. I can read lips about as well as the next person, so long as they can replay the clip over and over and over again. I will figure it out, but what is this? Oh, come on. Shit. I haven't had a passcode on this in so long. I don't even know my passcode anymore. I love that Apple is very secure about shit, but it really does get to be a pain in the ass. Yay, I guessed it right. Okay. Woo-hoo. All right. And as far as all that other shit with the whole net and everything, I'm not getting involved in. I'm not going to address that just yet. My stand still stands on all of that, but I've also come across some new information that I need to really go through. And I don't know. Bottom line is, I think that a lot more of that whole situation really does involve shit that I covered in my stream a month and a half ago. That's what I should do one of these nights, is do a stream where I fucking commentate on my stream from a month and a half ago. But it's going to take some time because that was like a 3-hour stream. Although I wouldn't have to commentate on all of it, just maybe 2 hours of it. I don't know. But anyway, I'd like to talk to a few more people too before I do that, I think. Your Apple ID and phone number are now being used for. Yeah, I know. Duh. One night I got that message that popped up out of nowhere, and I did nothing. Someone was trying to hoard in on my fucking Apple ID. That was a fun hour and a half on the line with iCloud or Apple, whatever. It was an actual phone call though. I'll give them that much credit. Why the heck are they going so hard at Suzanne Levy? Yeah, I don't know what that's about either with Suzanne. I don't know. I honestly think much of it is their attempts at a distraction. Why? I don't know, but I think that's how it is. But yeah, I don't understand that. Although I think I'm starting to understand some of it. And I'm going to have to talk to her about some of it because I'm not sure she realizes some shit that I didn't even know about. But I think she and I need to have a voice call one of these days, real soon. But I do think it all kind of ties in. But that's just me. I'm talking out of my ass again because I'm not putting anything up on screen. I don't like to talk without fucking facts and evidence because it makes me just as bad as everyone else. So I'm going to shut up about that for now. Anyway, what was it I was going to do? There was something I wanted to do. There was something I wanted to play. I know last time I streamed, I was streaming that one stream, but then I was going to go into something else. What the fuck was it? I think I have to pull up my old stream, my last stream, to see what the hell I'm talking about. Because I even made a promise I was going to do it on my next stream. Okay. It's right at the end here. And show transcript. Oh, that's what it was. Yes. Oh, good. I'm so good. I reminded myself of this. Creepshow Art's video on Without a Crystal Ball. Yes, let's finish that. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered. Yes. Okay. I put the link to that in the description, didn't I? No, I never did. Holy shit, I'm an asshole. Okay. I'm going to have to do that. I am an asshole. Okay. It might be in my history. I haven't watched much YouTube lately because I've been so sick. Maybe I did. I listened to some YouTube. No, wait, this is from last week. Okay, yeah. All right, there it is. Yay! Found it. And, oh, I think I have earbuds. Where are they? Did you need me? No? Okay. Okay. There we go. Connected. Now I can play it. What am I doing? There we go. All right, I'm going to pick up from where we left off. So I played like the first 10 minutes of it because I said I would. So we're going to pick up from there. Like 10 minutes and 31 seconds. So it's really when she's just starting to get into the thick of it anyway. So this is Creepshow Art's video. It's her first video she did. I believe it's her first video she did on Without a Crystal Ball. And it's from November 9th, 2020. So it's just over 2 years ago. But it's just, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to watch this, especially because I know how much Katie hates Creepshow Art. And you can be of those people who, you know, are quite disheartened with Creepshow Art over some of the information that had come to light since, you know, since, I don't know, like 2 years ago or whatever. And I'm not going to argue with you there, but I will say this much. She may have gotten some things wrong about some people, sure, but she didn't get a fucking thing wrong about Katie Joy. Katie Joy's the one thing Creepshow Art did get absolutely right. Prove me wrong. Okay. And then
went out of his way to defend Lily Dream like his life depended on it. That video was incredibly funny, and from it I ended up making okay boomer merch and living my best, pettiest life. Now, Katie saw that video, and because she hates Steve McRae and had filed a restraining order against him for talking about her public actions online, which isn't stalking, but she claimed it was stalking, she was like, okay, Gucci. Shannon, this human person who I don't know who has a YouTube channel that is smaller than my own, but got 100,000 views on this video about Steve. Shannon clearly hates Steve. I am now going to tweet and email Shannon to make another video about my experience with Steve. This time talking about how I am suing him. Talking about how Steve is an evil bad person and I, a whole ass person that Shannon doesn't know, am being victimized. She started tweeting at me over and over and over again and emailing me from October 2019 to June of 2020. But here's the piss, sis. Every time she would tweet at me, asking me to talk to her and asking me to tell her story, I would be bombarded, flooded with messages and responses from other people begging me not to do it. She would tweet me and I would get 20 different responses from people.
Do you guys know who's behind that whole bottom feeders subreddit? Because I don't know. A couple of people told me who it was, but I don't know if I believe it. But I don't know. Well, I don't really see because I don't really know who. I don't want to say, but just think about who you don't really see talked about on there. Who's right in the thick of the anti-community, and that's kind of who might be behind it. Stone of one. Maybe. No, Unirac's talked about pretty much on there, isn't he? Maybe not. I do think it's people associated with Unirac, though, like closely associated with Unirac. I'll say that much. Oh, it's that group it's on Reddit. It's a subreddit. Bottom feeders of YouTube or YouTube bottom feeders. One or the other, but it's definitely a variation of that. And it hasn't been around that long either. There's something about when it was created, I think, is kind of telling, but I don't know. Yeah, I saw a couple about me in there. I don't. I just learned about it recently, to be honest with you. Like I heard of something like a year or more ago, but I don't think it was that one. I think it was called something else. The one I'm talking about. And then this one might be new. I'm not sure though. I'm not positive. Like, because the one something I came across, I forget. I learned about it from one of Charlotte's streams. She did a stream a while back about a subreddit like this. I don't know if it was that one, but it was like this. That's when I first learned that there were any kind of subreddits like that existed. Crazy, huh? Okay. Let me go back to Creepshow Art.
From people saying, hey Shannon, don't talk to her. At this time, I did not know this woman. I had never heard of her or her channel, and I had never seen her before in my life. So I didn't know why this was happening. But it seemed to me that she had somehow managed to not only create a pretty hefty fan base on YouTube and Twitter, but she had also somehow cultivated a huge group of people who hated her so much that they had to warn everyone who comes into contact with her, which is not normal at all. That is not something you see from an account whose videos barely break 10,000 views. Like, I can say that there are some people who don't like me on YouTube. That is valid. We all know that. There are plenty of reasons not to like me, and I have messed up plenty of times. But no one has gone out of their way to monitor my interactions and warn people who I talk to about me. There isn't a dedicated group of people who spend their entire lives, who spend their free time on Twitter dedicated to compiling my problematic tweets, statements, or anything, or warning other people to never talk positively about me again. So seeing that she had that fan base and that hate base, those antis, that was a huge red flag. Obviously, anyone who has an army of people who hate them when they have less than 100K is a lot. Like, that is something I don't even see happening with larger creators like Tana Mojo. So I looked at that. I looked at her tweets and I looked at the responses and I just said no.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I got it now. Fuck. It's all right. I'll just start over. Where am I anyways? Where am I? There we go. Okay, so this is from my channel. It's from a playlist I have called Twitter Reads. And in this episode of Twitter Reads, it's KJ and Creepshow Art. And it's been up for a while. Yeah, okay. No, I'm not muted anymore. Hello? Yeah, I'm not muted anymore, right? Hello? Well, she hung up, so I guess I'm not muted anymore. All right, cool. All right, I can see now. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, it wouldn't be a me stream without it. It usually only happens when I'm drinking, too, so maybe I should take that as a hint. Okay, so I posted this, though, January 26, 2021. This is just a rundown of what happened between Creepshow Art and Without a Crystal Ball. Why it is they were even ever at each other's throats. And this is where it came from. Like, Creepshow Art never even heard of Without a Crystal Ball, but Without a Crystal Ball wanted to make herself known to Creepshow Art, in which I must say she did. So I'm going to go back and read from the beginning here. Okay. Now, this tweet that started this out, Ready to Glare had shared it or whatever, but it was Creepshow Art's tweet here. I'm going to stop doing creator shout-outs now. It doesn't sit right with me that there are people interpreting that as manipulative or fake. I'm sorry to anyone I made feel uncomfortable. And thank you to all my mods, too, who went above and beyond to let me know I was on mute. Thank you. You shouldn't have to do that, but thank you. Okay, to which that, well, actually right here, she was replying to Ready to Glare. So this wasn't even to Creepshow Art. This was to one of Creepshow Art's friends who was tweeting in support of Creepshow Art. Without a Crystal Ball writes, she ignores me. Next, we have. Here's where Creepshow had tweeted that thing. I'm sorry, to anyone I made feel uncomfortable. Here's what Without a Crystal Ball said directly to Creepshow Art. Funny, you ignored my emails and requests for help repeatedly, even though I always shout you out. Bitch, who are you? Here, Creepshow Art says, straight up, there has been a female creator spamming me since October when I covered the Lily Jean situation, emailing me and trying to collab. She's been incredibly insistent, tweeting and emailing me. And I have her muted because when I looked into the information, it was obvious that she was lying. I have been ignoring her for so long, but now she is tagging my friends and saying shady shit because I haven't acknowledged her many requests to talk about her on my channel. I am fucking so annoyed and tired. What the fuck is wrong with people? Legit, she responded to my tweet about being accused of love bombing and how I wanted to support other creators. And she literally was like, oh, well, you never support me. And I was like, question, yeah, and I fucking don't know you. I'm so annoyed. And I'm like 2 seconds away from snapping. Your girl is about to snap on this damn bird app. Now, Without a Crystal Ball writes. Oh, wait, when was that? The date of that last one was 6/29/20. So now we're at July 8th. So we're about a week later. Creepshow Art, let me get this straight. I sent you 2 emails months ago on the advice of a friend. Then tried to get you to stop going down the Gabby Hanna is being shadow banned route. Like, why is it your responsibility to get her to do anything? Like, who do you think you are to get her to do anything? What the fuck? Anyway, and you later got shit for it. Me saying you never responded to me as stalking? Well, it is when you start fucking saying it to all of her friends and shit over and over again, maybe. Okay, moving on. Stop tweeting about me, Creepshow. Literally, you scream about my friends not talking about you. How about you keep my name out of your mouth and off your Twitter? Creepshow, the perpetual victim who got dragged for buying Gabby Hanna's bullshit shadow ban. I don't even know. Whatever it is she's talking about there was so nondescript, so unimportant that I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. Like, I don't even remember this. They sobbed to her fans that she love bombed Gabby. Then when I told her, she never responded to me. She accused me of stalking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to do stupid voices because I can. Gabby Hanna is a liar and manipulator and makes shitty content. This is 7/9, by the way. I tried to help her not go down that path, and then she accused me of stalking her. Wait, what? Wasn't she? I think she got people confused here. She yells at everyone and humiliates people for fun and wonders why YouTube took her monetization. She stopped swearing and being nasty. I don't even know who the fuck she's talking about there. I really don't. Creepshow Art is nasty and mean to creators and gets off humiliating them on her channel and then cries YouTube demonetized her and wonders why people don't like her. Okay, stop being a bully. Creepshow Art 100% lies about me and completely misrepresented our interactions. Now, there were interactions. To make herself the victim, she falls. In order for it to be an interaction, the other side has to participate in it. Okay? She falsely reported Jeffrey. She believed Gabby Hanna was shadow banned and accused me of stalking her. All lies. I corrected my mistake, as did she about Jeffrey. I'm not suing Augie, Tipster, or any of these people. I think at that time she was threatening to sue some of them. I am involved in a legal case. Anyone that follows me knows this, which is why it was brought up about why I'm careful about who I speak to. She wasn't involved in a legal case. I want to say at that time the shit between her and Steve was resolved, I think. Anyway. Okay. Fact-checking will prove that Creepshow Art's video made about me is not only false, but defamatory. This was 11/11/20, so this was after the video that we were just watching that I'm going back to in a moment. It was not only false, but defamatory. We are currently going through the entire video to prove she is misleading the audience about me. Creepshow Art has admitted to not liking me, and I believe crafted a hit piece on me to gain clout and earn money. Bitch, that Creepshow Art needed clout off of her. You believe that? Except while doing it, she defamed and misled her audience, causing me to lose hundreds of subscribers. This will all be proven. She's too big a channel to make this. But she needed clout. Okay. Clout from you. Okay. If a creator cannot obtain the original source of a clip and publishes a clip out of context, that is actually defamation. You cannot willingly mislead an audience to harm someone's reputation. This is either laziness by the creator or simply her hatred of me creating bias. This further proves my point that these creators are using clips posted by the trolls that stalk, dox, harass, and threaten me to create videos about me. I was not lying when I said that these trolls are lying and should not be trusted. In her video, she also falsely claimed that I took out a restraining order against a creator who was just sharing his experience about me. That wasn't a lie. She didn't say that, first of all, in her video, but if she had, it wouldn't have been a lie. That's not the truth. There are court records, a judge's order, and mountains of evidence. She actually said mountains of evidence. Oh, dude, I saw the evidence she submitted to the court. There wasn't even a fucking anthill. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. That proved this is a false statement made by her. Just stop. Stop it. Oh my God, this is some funny shit. There was a full thread regarding Creepshow Art's video she made about me and what she got wrong, which is a lot. Due to this video, these rumors are spreading all over YouTube, and I need to put them to rest. A video was coming out later tonight with all the evidence. I just want everyone to know I had the full video, chat, transcript, and proof that I didn't call a little girl a brat. Y'all have heard this by now, right? Right? Time and again, probably. She has the full video, chat, and transcript to prove that she didn't say that. Dude, okay. That's funny shit. Creepshow Art. Okay, spoiler alert. For my video tomorrow, Katie's lawyer, Aaron Hall, attorney, on YouTube, made a video about defamation. Plus, in response to comments talking about Katie, he clearly agreed that what she said is defamation because she wasn't being a comedian when called James a criminal. Yeah, when she showed a screenshot of that comment section. Okay. Wait, is this more? Okay. Today in the internet is free news. Without a crystal ball, lawyer Aaron Hall, attorney on YouTube, has edited his comment about her actions being like defamation on his second to last YouTube video. I have appropriately commented back to see why that was. Katie put a privacy strike on my video because, get this, I showed her email address, which is publicly displayed on her YouTube channel. Bless her heart. She has also put a complaint in with Truth Sleuth UYT, and I expect Tipster and Queen Magdarella also got one. Oh, that's right. She did put a complaint in on all the other channels. That's right. She just admitted to defaming. She just said not everything we say is true in terms of her content, which serves as an admission. My Lord, so you admit you lied purposely. Mind you, this is all happening within days of each other. More proof that Creepshow Art's friends, who she live streamed with in November. Okay, now this is later on. I think this is maybe January. Who she live streamed with in November to try and humiliate and defame me. Homophobic slurs and racism. People angry. Parlor got shut down. Okay, I don't even know what the hell that's all supposed to show. Hey, Creepshow Art, isn't this your friend? You love to live stream on his channel. Did you know you hang out with people who support white supremacists? That's gross. Just banned Nick Fuentes as well as Baked Alaska and a few other people. Oh, these are names that are coming up a lot lately. Seems like this is a permanent decision. I'm like, wait. They won't be able to cash out the lemons. I don't even know what that means, but I don't see how Augie is just saying that these people were banned. He's not, I don't really think he's given an opinion on it one way or the other, but that's just me. Okay. LOL, you are hilarious. She doxed herself. Oh, this is after Katie shared a link in Unirock server that depicted Shannon's real name and everything, or Creepshow Art's real name, full name and shit. LOL, you are hilarious. She doxed herself. Stop blame shifting. She hangs out with white supremacists, racists, sexist, and people that use homophobic slurs and slurs against people with disabilities. But she claims to be the moral authority. She's a hypocrite. Katie, in my opinion, and I think in most people's opinion too, you use that slur against people with disabilities yourself on your own son, trying to make it look like Little Red did it. So I'm just going to leave it at that. These same creators have been harassing me since July. They falsely accused me of lying and done everything to ruin my credibility. Guess who hangs out with these guys? Creepshow Art. Creepshow Art was on one live stream, like one. That's it. And it was a live stream involved that had to do with Katie Joy. So yeah. And Unirock too, for that matter. And that's it. That's the last one I have. There we go. Okay, so now we can go back to the video. I will check chat momentarily. Let me just get this up on the screen. All right. Oh, shoot. I didn't put that thing on. All right. I'm sorry. All right. I'll do that right now. There we go. Right. That took a hold, right? I did the right one. Okay. Yay. Okay. Okay, Creepshow Art is a creator who pretty much got canceled, like probably not long, like about a year and a half ago, I'd say it happened. It came out she lied about some shit or whatever. I don't even know the full extent of it. She possibly, allegedly was stalking someone else online. None of this shit had to do with Katie Joy. Katie Joy she didn't even give Katie Joy the time of day. But Katie Joy, of course, did video after video and stream after stream where she made it all about her. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You really should talk with her background. Exactly, Clairview. Exactly. But yeah, Creepshow Art though was a creator, and she was just a creator on Facebook in the art community. I think her channel is still up, so you can still see her, her videos and shit, including all of her videos on Without a Crystal Ball, which is why we're watching this one. This is what kind of after this video. Oh man. Katie went fucking crazy for a while. Like, how dare she defame me? None of what she said is true. I never called a little girl a brat. We all know the answer to that one. So
No, I'm not going down this rabbit hole. I do not have the time. After seeing the responses, I never interacted with her tweets, never replied to her emails, and just let it rest. I didn't want to pick sides on this, and I just wanted to do my own little thing, my own little corner of the internet. However, I began to notice a pattern with Katie, because every time she would tweet at me, telling me she needed my help and I needed to reach out to her to make a video on the situation, every time she would send those messages, and then I would get the responses from people basically telling me not to associate with her. If I didn't respond in an hour, she would delete the tweet. She would turn around and delete the interactions and the tweets that she had sent me as if it never happened. Now, I personally don't have proof of this, because last year when it was happening, I didn't think to screenshot this random lady begging me for attention, because I didn't know I would need it for a video in a year. I didn't know that was going to happen. But I can show you she's admitted to doing this, because on June 27th, in response to a tweet of mine where someone accused me of love bombing my friend Ready Declare and other creators, she talks about repeatedly trying to get my attention. In response, saying, "Funny, you've ignored my emails and requests for help repeatedly, even though I always shout you out." Which, fun fact, is super duper entitled, especially because I truly only give shout outs to channels I watch and I like. I don't simply do it because some people aren't being nice to me, or because people annoy me into submission because they are weird Karens who won't stop tweeting at me. And seeing as I don't like or watch your content, Katie, to expect me to shout you out is super presumptuous and gross, especially because, once again, I have never interacted with you ever. And when someone pointed this out to her, she deleted the tweet. Like she's deleted every single fucking tweet she's ever sent to me. After she did that, she then went on to tweet about me to my friend Ready Declare to say that I ignore her, which, you know, is 100% true, but also 100% inappropriate. If my friend writes a tweet about how I'm her friend, it's not an invitation for you, Katie, to make things about yourself. I don't know why I have to tell you that. This is in kindergarten, but here I am telling you that. After that occurred, I felt pretty petty, so I subtweeted about it, and within the hour, she had not only blocked me, but started tweeting about how I'm a terrible person and how everyone in the community hates me, which is ironic. Literally an hour before, she was begging to get on my channel and to talk to me, and she needed my help, and I was this powerful person that only could help her. This woman had been on my dick from October 2019 to June 2020, but suddenly now that I subtweeted her, my dick was no longer cool to be on. It was the least cool dick in the world, and apparently everyone who has ever written on it hated it. She also got her friend Unirock to make an hour-long live stream about why my subtweets, something that didn't even mention her name, couldn't possibly be about her, because when someone tweeted at me, "Is this about Katie?" I needed clarification about who Katie was, because Katie is a super common name, and at that point, I only knew her as the person with the crystal ball in her name. She was so paranoid that people would know I didn't like her, and I had subtweeted her. She got her friend to make a live stream about it. I can't imagine feeling the need for someone to report on a subtweet. I can't imagine what it must be like in her coconut's little head of hers. Like, I am not nearly important enough to warrant that, but they were out here trying to make sure people didn't.
I'm just going to take a second here and just to add it. Like, everything she's saying is true. Like, it's fucking true. This is exactly what happened. So
think I was talking shit about her, which 100% I was. So that is my personal, very strange experience with her. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew I wasn't being super duper unbiased in this. But with that being said and done and over with, let's get into the meat and potatoes of what's going on. Like I said before, Katie makes content under the veil of commentary and drama, ranging from YouTube tea to reality show gossip, all of which she handles with the grace and elegance of a skunk on acid, which is why a lot of people who she reports on end up hating her and will name check her on their platforms as someone who actively lies about them. There are a couple different examples, but if there's a reality TV star she's reported negatively on, there's a good chance
she's got her down to a T, though, right? Like, she handles it with the grace and everything of like a skunk on acid. And this is why nobody likes her after they've either worked with her or she's like reported on them or whatever, because she just fucks everything up.
And they have told her to stop publicly. You might be vaguely aware of her if you were in the YouTube drama sphere, though, namely because she is one of the two only people who reported that Shane Dawson, the man who tried to make blackface cool in the early aughts, was being investigated by the LAPD. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember the time two YouTube creators tried to say that Shane Dawson?
Oh, yeah. I want to get back to that for a second here. Oh, damn it.
There's a good chance they have told her to stop publicly. You might be vaguely aware of her if you were in the YouTube drama sphere, though, namely because she is one of the two only people who reported that Shane Dawson, the man who tried to make blackface cool in the early aughts, was being investigated by the LAPD.
Yep. See, here, I'm going to enlarge that here. This this was from Without a Crystal Ball's channel. It looks like, see, it's only a joke. I don't know what that means, though. Shane Dawson under investigation after tiny chat videos surface, according to, I think they went on to say LAPD or whatever. Shane, that's right. This is from her Instagram. My bad. Shane Dawson's under investigation. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to go on and listen to more of this.
LAPD. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember the time two YouTube creators tried to say that Shane Dawson was under police investigation, and it caused Shane Dawson to literally break his social media brick to say, no, my lawyers confirmed this is false. I don't know why people are saying this. Sanders Kennedy and Katie both put out videos saying Shane was a criminal and that the police were currently looking into him, and went even further to say, hey, instead of contacting the police, feel free to contact us and we will get you to the police. Even though, there ended up being no investigation happening and they were just blatantly lying about it because they're liars who enjoy lying and making money off of lying. But more than that, when Katie reported on the story, to add more credibility to the claims that she was stating, she actually name dropped the person who was reportedly in charge of the investigation.
Yep. This is true. This was the description of her video. Streamed live 92 minutes ago. Sanders Kennedy video. LAPD, I think that's supposed to be LAPD, not LASD phone. Sergeant Payne is handling the case.
That being a Sergeant Payne. She added details to the story that even Sanders Kennedy himself, the person who first talked about this, who first noted this, didn't. And she did it in a way to gain more credibility for herself, the stories, and the claims. Even though, in her explanation as to why she reported this later, she claimed she was just parroting what Sanders had said, and according to her, she didn't do any further research.
Here is your source, leave me alone, Sanders Kennedy. Just want to address a few things. This was confirmed to me over the phone. This is suspicious circumstance investigation, meaning since no victims have come forward yet, that's why they are asking for victims to come forward. They will keep investigating. There was no investigation.
Which I do believe. She did try to add more details to make it seem legitimate.
Yes. Again, Sanders didn't say anything about a Sergeant Payne being in charge of this investigation. She added that herself. I don't believe that Sanders even provided a phone number. I think this was all without a crystal ball.
He put out a tweet saying that if anyone had any more information or wanted to come forward against Shane Dawson, that they should call the department and speak to Sergeant Payne, which would have made the story seem a lot more valid. Had people not actually done what she told them to do, multiple people called the department and found out that not only was there no investigation on Shane Dawson and that Sanders and Katie had lied, but the person Katie claimed was in charge of the case, Sergeant Payne, he had been retired for a number of years.
Okay, let's see here. This doesn't go anywhere when you call it. You can't talk to Sergeant Payne without knowing the precinct they work with. This is the thing. LAPD's got a shit ton of precincts. So you just calling like a generalized number for the county police department, you need more information than that to get to anywhere close to where you want to be. Exactly. My friend just tried it and they think they are prank calling. Then it looks like she was tagged. This number, when you call it, it goes nowhere. My friend called it, and currently Augie RFC is trying, and it's going nowhere. They think it's a prank call. They just got through. Their sergeant is actually retired, so debunked. Okay, thank you. Seriously, the info needs to be changed. The video has been deleted, and his tweets. Seriously? She's apparently now trying to go live currently and keeps lying about the investigation. Someone needs to retweet ASAP.
And didn't even work there.
She doesn't even go here.
Do you even go to this school?
No, I just have a lot of feelings.
Now, it very quickly came out that these reports were false and that what Saunders and Katie were saying was 100% made up. And so, Katie, seeing the tide turning on this report, decided she was going to blame her false reporting, blame everything on Sanders Kennedy, despite the fact that she added information that wasn't.
Now he is backtracking and saying there is no investigation and that victims need to come forward. I'm beyond irritated. He said he can't give out the information because he doesn't want to risk the investigation. Shane Dawson's investigation update and other blah, blah. Okay, I had privated the live stream from last night and will make a follow-up this morning. I will include phone numbers, links people can call if they are victims. I'm not here for tea. I just received too many messages this morning from people that need help. Bullshit. You received too many messages from people calling you a fucking liar. That's what happened. No one was calling you needing help.
Wasn't readily available in his video and his reporting on the situation, and that she claimed that she got herself. She said, despite all of that, despite saying she researched it before and adding details, she said it was all his fault. The woman who just a day before was saying that Shane Dawson was going to jail and saying that she had confirmed everything. She was saying she had simply believed Saunders and it wasn't her fault for believing him and that everyone who was mad at her shouldn't be mad because she simply tripped and fell and made a slight mistake. Which, all right, she puts out 4 videos a day. I understand making a mistake, especially with that turnover rate. I understand slipping up on a video or two. It happens. However, if you watch Katie's channel, if you watch Without a crystal ball, you can tell that Katie prides herself on research. She prides herself on being a, quote, real reporter, like when she was writing for a religious website, pathos.com. And she prides herself on going further than any other commentary channels, like when she found and did an interview with a YouTuber's neighbor to expose them, which is weird. That's weird and creepy, and you shouldn't do that. She's constantly talking about how she has inside sources and how she knows more and is willing to report more than everyone else. And she will go further than everyone to find a story because everyone else doesn't have a backbone. She is willing to do the hard-hitting, stepping over professional boundaries research that other YouTubers simply wouldn't do, like when she tried to purchase an influencer's private information and then went further to try to find their family's records as well. So it becomes super hard to believe when she hypes up her research like that, when she shows you what she does like that she just tripped and fell and misreported that this person was being investigated for a crime they weren't even accused of, especially when she added details to the story to make it more believable, which means either one, Katie purposely misreported on the situation knowing it was false because it fit a narrative that she knew people would like, and because she's the researcher she claims to be, she would have fact-checked what Sanders Kennedy was saying, the way she has done numerous times according to herself, and had seen there's no police investigation. So either she knew it was a lie and didn't care, or two, that she simply claims to do research on topics and claims to have more undisclosed sources to her, feeding her information, but doesn't actually have either of those things. She just says she does because she's trying to push a narrative about certain people she doesn't like say Shane Dawson and Tati Westbrook, and is trying to get as many people as possible to believe her, all the while making her seem more legitimate in the process. So she'll claim that she has sources, claim that she has ways to legitimize these things, when really she doesn't, and she's just
see, and it's of my opinion where like none of that has changed regarding her channel from then till now. The whole purpose, I think, the whole reason why her channel exists isn't so because she really does just truly enjoy reporting on all of these famous people. Like, no, because for some, it's, as far as famous people go, she hasn't really reported on that many famous people. Like, I mean, sure, the Duggars are famous in their own right and everything, but in the grand scheme of things, like Todd Chrisley, I think was probably the most famous person she's really reported on. And even still, he was more of a reality TV show star than just an internationally famous person, you know? So I think like the whole 7M, like none of those people were famous. None of them are famous. Like they're known, they're public figures, but I wouldn't quite call them famous. But this is who she's reporting on. It's people like this most of the time, people of that level of fame. And it just seems like the whole reason why her channel exists, it isn't because she can go out and report on these famous people. It's so she can fucking hurl shit at people she don't like, in my opinion. That's what it seems like. Because she gets really deep into people's lives when she doesn't like them. And she doesn't know when to fucking stop. I mean, she's literally, like, she gives the entire fucking meaning behind the phrase dog with a bone. You know, whether it was Micah Stauffer, like this, when I first really witnessed her being a dog with a bone, was with Micah Stauffer. And since then, everyone who she's been with in much the same way, it's been like that. She just doesn't know when to stop. Like even now with the Duggars and Josh Duggar, like the dude is in fucking prison and she's still coming at it. You know, this is all about people she just doesn't fucking like. And she thinks they're undeserving of anything that they've received. And that goes for all of the sister wives. Like, even if it seems like she's just coming at the dude and she's like kind of supporting some of the chicks, because there's been times where it's been everyone who's been a fucking center, the focal point of her wrath on that show. None of them. She will just be nice about one to get at another if it helps her cause. But she hates them all just the same. So, all right, I'm done. This is all in my opinion, of course, you know.
She's just making things up as she goes along. Those are the two options, and both of them are terrible and make her look bad. Personally, and again, this is my personal opinion, but I think it really only could be the second option, seeing as she went so far as to add details to Saunders' initial story, things that he didn't even say, and literally fabricate details of the investigation, like who's in charge of it and who everyone should talk to. She added details to the story to make it look more legitimate, that he initially reported erroneously to make it seem more substantial than it was, and there was no other reason to do that other than to make the story seem real and other to validate what was being said. This woman went out of her way to tell people to contact someone she made up, who didn't even work there, that wasn't in charge of any case because there wasn't a case to begin with, because she didn't think they would do it, and it would add credibility to what she was saying. We can prove without a doubt that she made up facts to fit a narrative because she wanted to make people believe something that she knew to be false. That is defamatory. And once you realize that she clearly made up that singular detail and lied in that one video, a detail that she clearly faked and lied about in order to make herself more credible, you start to realize that she has a pattern of doing that with damn near everything she's talked about on her channel.
Yeah.
Many other people, but something kind of interesting and different about her approach is that
okay, the lady on the screen now is B Haney, B, the letter B, like period for, and then Haney. I believe that's the name of her channel. She did a few deep dives into Without a Crystal Ball, which are very good. I highly recommend checking her out.
She very frequently comes on her channel saying that she has information from people close to the situation. She really digs into the people that she's talking about. There was one instance with Micah and James where she claimed that she had been speaking to somebody who was a former neighbor of them. And so I think a lot of people kind of don't want to get into that because it can be kind of messy. But Katie, like, full force dives in and will look up court records, will contact old neighbors, will contact siblings, she gets into the source as much as you possibly could. And when it comes to that, I understand wanting to get as much exclusive information as you possibly can, because that will set your content apart from what most other content creators are doing. But at the same time, because she posts so frequently and she is always updating and saying, oh, I talked to this person, I talked to that person, they gave me this info, no one else is saying this, that's her approach. But because she posts so frequently, it makes me wonder how credible the information actually is. Because like I said, it just seems like for so many different topics, she has a source close to the person. And so
if you watch one or two videos, you can find that Katie has a pattern of saying that she has a source close to her who told her some secret information, or someone close to the situation have reached out to her to give her the scoop anonymously. She is constantly saying that someone near and dear to the situation reached out to her, even though in reality, where I like to live, her channel is one of the smaller commentators on the scene, and most people don't know about it. Suddenly, for every drama she reports on, from Tati Westbrook, Shane Dawson, to reality TV shows, to the Duggars, to everything, there is someone close to that situation who is willing to reach out to her and tell her what's going on behind the scenes without wanting to give their name or give any proof of as to what they are saying. And how does she fact check these sources? Who knows, because she never says. And seeing as she uploads 4 times a day on a good day, that doesn't lend itself to the idea that she is thoroughly fact checking anything that she's talking about, which leads me to believe that just like when she reported on Shane Dawson and added a detail that was clearly fake, she is just lying once again to fit a narrative and make herself seem more credible to her audience, and to slander the people she is talking about. One of the most notable cases of her doing this was in the I Stand With Sophie situation, in which she called a 9-year-old girl a child, a lying brat, and claimed that she had proof that her father had coached her into making up a fake sexual abuse story. She claimed to have proof of this, and claimed that she had people reaching out to her left and right and center telling her what was going on behind the scenes, but never actually showed any of it. Instead, she simply just chose to call this literal child a lying brat instead of talking about the situation with the nuance and care it deserved. As a drama commentary channel, I can tell you that sometimes people, influencers, their family, they do reach out. Sometimes creators big and small will comment on my shit, or their parents will, or they will message me about drama and give me information. And I literally never talk about any of that. I never allude to any of that. I never say, I know something that happened behind the scenes, but I can't tell you that. This person, someone anonymously reached out and told me this. I don't do that because I don't like that. I mean, thank you if a creator is watching this for being kind to me, but please do not tell me how you don't like this other creator because they said something about you or whatnot. Please don't tell me you're forbidden tea. I don't want it, because as we have seen with people like Jeffree Star, they do that to poison a narrative about others, and then I feel uncomfortable with talking about it and talking about them because I feel like there's now a friendship here, and it's just clearly not. That was a tangent, but I swear to God, it has to do with what we're talking about. As someone who has double Katie's subscriber count, which I don't feel uncomfortable saying as this is how she thinks of her subscriber count.
Cute. Your jealousy is so ugly. How is your 1,000 subscriber channel? Because I have 137,000. I'm 137 times.
Wait a minute. Let me slow that up. It's a little too fast now.
Because I feel like there's now a friendship here, and it's just clearly not. That was a tangent, but I swear to God, it has to do with what we're talking about. As someone who has double Katie's subscriber count, which I don't feel uncomfortable saying as this is how she thinks of her subscriber count.
Cute. Your jealousy is so ugly. How is your 1,000 subscriber channel? Because I have 137,000. I'm 137 times, like 137,000 times bigger than you. I don't think it's a competition. So there you go.
But as someone with more subscribers, someone who is in the same field as her and talks about the same things she does, I can say 100% with certainty
part of me wants to jump in and say, like nice math skills there, Katie. Like 137,000. Like you kind of had it right the first time. 137 times bigger because it's, you know, they have 1,000, you have 137,000. That's, you know, pretty. But I suck at math, so I feel like that's just me. Like if I'm diving at like low hanging fruit, maybe. I guess I don't know.
Certainty that there is no way, not one singular way, that she is getting all this behind the scenes information that no other drama channel is privy to. There is no way that with everything she is.
So I'm checking a chat here. Finally, sorry, I've kind of been ignoring it for a little bit. And I saw Java Man ask, "Is this Creepshow Art?" Yes, this is Creepshow Art. This is the video I started playing my last stream, but just only played like the first 10 minutes, and this is the remainder of that. So. Oh, wait, shoot, I hit the wrong one. I'm an idiot. Okay, there we go.
She has talked about and reported on, from Shane Dawson to Justin Bieber, that she has the inside scoop for everything, and people just happen to reach out to her and her channel about it and no one else. And I say that simply because there are not enough people watching her channel to make giving her tea or information and giving her the inside scoop worthwhile for them. And if they are an influencer, if they are social media savvy, they would know that. Like, think about this critically. Would I, a social media influencer, or someone in their family, or someone close to them, give Katie, a woman whose channel can barely break 10K views on videos that have been up for weeks, who most people don't know about, private information? Would I give her private information in order to spread a false narrative about my friend or enemy or whatever this person is to me? Why would I give it to her when I can give that information to someone like T-Spill or Spill Sesh or Ready to Glare, who get more views and people view as pillars of a community? Why would I give information to hurt somebody, to someone who is not well known, who people clearly do not like and do not respect and don't take seriously, when I can give it to someone who people do watch and who will circulate the information to the most people? You have to also remember the people she's reporting on, they are influencers in most respects. She reports on people who are on reality shows, who do Flat Tummy Tea sponsorships, and who are very actively on social media. She is talking about people who know how social media works. When suddenly they want to change the narrative about themselves, they are going to give that statement to a woman who isn't incredibly successful and who has a dedicated subreddit to how little you can trust her. No one's doing that. There is a reason.
Yeah, I've always kind of wondered this. I haven't really looked too much into it though, but like, I'm sure that most very large creators, I'm sure that they do have subreddits or whatever that talk shit about them, that are not fans, you know, the antis, if you will. But like, Katie's had this subreddit of antis, like, gosh, since she was like maybe like 40,000 subs or less. Like, who else has had that? Like, who else can you say, oh yeah, like, who else can you point to as an example of in which to normalize Katie having had this? I can't think of anyone, but I mean, I haven't looked into it much either, I'll be honest.
Reason why I didn't see huge influencers in my DMs until I hit over 200,000 subscribers. And there is a reason why most influencers.
No, she's not still active on YouTube. Creepshow Art. Her channel is still up though, and I don't know if all of her videos are up because I didn't watch a whole lot of her videos. But it looks like a good fucking amount of her videos are still up. So there's that. Her channel looks like it's been untouched anyways. So like, what happened to her? Well, I mean, surely you remember that whole falling out where she was exposed for this or for that. Like, honestly, there's a ton of videos about it on YouTube. If you just type in Creepshow Art, like, they'll come up. So yeah. And again, all I'm going to say is, who knows, maybe some of what she's been accused of being dishonest about or whatever is true. I don't know. I don't really care either, I'll be honest. But I can say this much. Everything, Katie Joy is the one thing that Creepshow Art got right the entire time. That's all I'm going to say.
influencers don't give responses when other channels ask them to comment. So the fact that she's constantly citing these sources of like, someone near to the situation told me, someone about the situation told me, that's a lie. She doesn't fact check it, and nobody holds her accountable because clearly nobody is giving her this information. And much like the Shane Dawson story, she's clearly adding it to make it seem more legitimate. Now, in a video that was supposed to be about the Tati situation, it's kind of weird that it has taken me this long to get into Tati's part of this, but there is a reason for that. I wanted to paint a picture of Katie and what she has done outside of this court case. That way, when we discuss it, you can go along with the understanding of why this isn't simply just Tati Westbrook striking a commentary channel for being rude. I wanted to show you guys that she has a clear pattern of lying about information, saying she has sources with situations that go unnamed and unfact-checked, that she has a pattern of overstepping boundaries and going way further than any drama or commentary channel should go, and simply show you who Katie is outside of the situation so that you can understand what Tati Westbrook has been dealing with over the past year. It's also important for you guys to know that before this 34-page lawsuit was filed, they had previously sent Katie four cease and desist in that time, and have asked her on multiple occasions to stop talking about them, to which she responded by literally daring them to sue her.
I won't put myself at risk. I'm not going to be a party of this lawsuit. Like, to be honest, like, I have not. Here's the thing why I know they're never going to sue me. They're never going to sue me because if they sue me, they have to basically open discovery. And then I can say, well, did you not do this? Prove to me that you didn't do this. You know, show me the evidence that this didn't happen. They're never going to sue me because the discovery for me would be terrible for them. And then I could
see. Now, doesn't that game strategy sound an awful lot like what she's doing with 7M? Like, she's thinking, well, discovery is about to get real, is how I think she put it for this lawsuit with 7M, rather than discovery for them is going to be a bitch. No, it's like they each get their own little catchphrase about discovery almost. Okay, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, the whole game plan, the strategy here in which she just explained, like they don't want discovery because then I'm gonna say, prove to me you didn't do this. Then they're gonna have to prove to me they didn't do this, and they can't do that. You're right, they can't do that because it's pretty fucking hard to prove a negative. First of all, okay, how do you prove that somebody didn't do something? No, it's on your plate. It's your responsibility. It's on your shoulders to prove that they did do the things you are claiming they did.
I could also file a lawsuit against them for harassing me to take it down. You know what I mean? Or for filing a false lawsuit against me. I could easily do a complaint against them. So there's no way they're going to file a lawsuit about me.
She's talking about anti-slap like lawsuits or yeah. That's what she's talking about. The thing is though, is that the slap lawsuit has to first be frivolous and full of shit. Whereas and that's what makes them slap lawsuits, I think, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not a legal expert, but yeah, it's the fact that you're not actually suing for something real or whatever. You're just suing for the purposes of shutting someone up and keeping someone tied up in court litigation. Okay. So, but the thing is that people who are suing her for defamation, like these are real fucking claims. Like these are real things that she really did say and do. And they are really taking issue with. So they wouldn't even be a slap lawsuit to begin with. So I'm not sure how an anti-slap litigation would apply to her if the whole slap litigation doesn't apply to begin with, in my opinion. Again, I'm not a legal expert. Don't fucking take my word for that shit. Like really, seriously, don't ever take my word for that shit.
They're not going to file a lawsuit about me. She'll threaten me, but she's not going to sue me. She's got way bigger fish to fry right now. This is way bigger. It would be a waste of time. Yeah, and people that report, I was talking to my lawyer yesterday, not about this, but in general, and he said that people that report are like literally very protected by the...
Yep.
Okay, if they were going to sue me, it would have already happened. It literally would have already happened. It would have happened. It would have happened 18 months ago when they wanted me to take this down, when they sent me 4 cease and desists. They never sued me because they're not going to sue me based on public records. And I have a right to have my opinion and I have a right to talk about public records if it involves a public figure.
I was given access to the court documents involving this situation, so all the screenshots you are going to see that feature legal jargon are from the official filing on the situation, and I'm going to be showing the proof that goes along with the statements in these documents. Last year, after the bi-sister scandal between Tati and James Charles, Katie saw the situation as an intense case of bullying and thought that Tati was entirely responsible for it and should pay. In a video entitled James Charles Cancer's Bi-Sister Tour, she even says as much and states outright that she plans to do an entire expose on Tati as retribution for her actions against James Charles.
Tati is literally showing that all of this for her is about the cash. And I've been doing a little bit of digging on forums and into some history about her, so I'm hopefully going to do a little bit more of an expose on her so you guys can get a better handle about like what her motives are. But her getting involved with Jeffree Star made a lot of people angry last year, and because they said she was never about the drama, and now that he's a part of her life, now she's all about the drama. And she said this wasn't about the vitamins, it wasn't about money, but she tackily, literally, like dumped a video this week. And if that's not capitalizing on the 5 million subscribers you just got, I don't know what is.
After that, Katie made it.
You know, as much as I hate to, as much as I hate to re-say or whatever, keep calling or falling back to something that Irish Badass has said often and probably still says for all I know. But this whole thing was over hair vitamins. Yeah. Everything Katie was doing there and was talking about was over fucking hair vitamins. Yeah. Wow.
Made it a point to go after Tati and her family, including members who do not make their social media presence known and who are in no way online, to try to paint Tati and her husband as evil, even going so far as to call them demons. A great example of how far she is willing to go would be in this clip, where she talks about spending 2 days obsessively searching for members of Tati's family, including going after their birth certificates, her father information, and more.
I was doing research, you guys. Research, I tell you. Remember how I told you I was going to try to do something where I exposed Tati Westbrook? And I was like, looking, and I've been doing this for 2 days straight now, 2 days, thinking I would find something. When I started digging into her background, and I have looked all over the place, you guys, everywhere, because part of what I do is I super chat. What do you mean super chat? You can give me a super chat if you want to give me a super chat. But part of what I do is I like to look into people that sell snake oil to see if they have stuff in their background that would make them less than honorable, something that might indicate that they are, there's something legal going on, they have a criminal background, they have a criminal history.
See, again, I'm going to say this is all over hair vitamins because right there, she's saying people who sell, say, snake oil or whatever, she's referring to the hair vitamins as snake oil. And now I don't know if there's much credibility to the hair vitamins or not. Or I don't even know what the fuck's in them. So I'm not giving any opinion on that one way or the other. But I'm just saying that that's what she called it as snake oil. And because of this, she went looking into their background to see what crazy fucking like nefarious dishonest shit that she could find, because let's face it, anyone who sells snake oils must have a huge crazy fucking path or past of like their parents being in the mafia and shit.
They owe money, they have like a reputation for doing all these things, and then when you go to her mother's page or her sister's pages who are all still there, they're all like she doesn't exist as a part of their family anymore. It's crazy. I started playing around even more.
Yeah, I find that to be a case with a lot of people who are related to someone who's famous online. They don't like, let's look at Katie's own fucking family for starters. You look at any of their fucking social medias and it's like Katie doesn't even exist. That's so fucking strange, Yeah, probably because that's the normal thing to do when you don't want to be fucking a part of whatever it is, fame or whatever the reason is for your sibling or your family member's fame.
And digging through more and more information, going through marriage records and through birth certificates. I couldn't even find her birth certificate, which is weird. There's like 0 records of her father, like 0 records. So then I start going on and I'm like getting into this conspiracy, thinking like her dad is dead, or like why doesn't her dad have a job, or her dad's in the mafia. So then I start digging through addresses and phone numbers and email addresses and doing all these searches and going through businesses and looking at all this different stuff to try to like connect some dots. So I feel like there's a story here with her dad, and I'm not sure what it is. We're gonna have to keep looking there. And then there's something with her mom too, and I'm just gonna have to keep digging. I'll keep digging and keep looking on the Tati stuff, but I don't want to spend I've wasted 2 days now trying to find something.
Let me be clear. Absolutely none of this is normal or okay. There is not a singular content creator in the commentary community who would look at this behavior and say it's anything short of disgusting, because this 150% is an invasion of privacy. You don't need to find someone's birth certificate to make a video on them. You don't need to know what their parents do. You don't need to find their dad and make up theories that they're in the mob because you don't like them. If you don't like a content creator and you have problems with them, to spend days
All right, let me pause that for a second. I haven't looked at chat here for a few minutes. Katie sold It Works. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that she's just sold like the oils, whatever. And what is It Works? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what these fucking rumors are about what YouTube's doing or whatever. YouTube will let all of us creators know what they're doing when they decide to do something or whatever. We'll all get the email. So until then, I don't really care what anyone says. Oh yeah, I remember her saying Ethan was supporting her against Tati Lasso and gave her great advice. Yeah. I remember that clip of frenemies that she referred to, and they called her fucking crazy, stalkerish. That's what they called her, I think. Yeah, they may have supported, or they may have shown that they didn't support suing another creator over something like that or whatever, because like there was like this free speech question that a lot of creators, I think, automatically jumped to until they learned the facts of the case. You know, like Keemstar was a perfect example of that. There may have been that, but yeah, they didn't support her. They called her, I think it was stalkerish or something like that. I forget. Damn it, I keep getting the wrong one.
Obsessively researching their families and researching people that they are related to in order to hurt them, that is nothing short of psychotic, and anyone validating that behavior needs to seek help immediately. I think Katie truly needs help, and everyone around her telling her that what she's doing is perfectly fine as well, they should seek treatment as well. The document then goes on to list off 40, that is 40 videos that are centered around Tati Westbrook and her husband, videos where she talks at length about them and goes as far as to lie about them in her videos. They also bring up the fact that Katie was using her job at Pathos.com, a religious website, a Christian website, to write articles slandering Tati and her husband, to the point where she was fired, I guess, from the website, and the website refused to host any of her articles any further because she would use the site to post articles about how she didn't like a makeup YouTuber. Again, it was a...
See, Suzanne, the crazy chick from Costa Rica, I'm not sure what her handle is now on Twitter, but Suzanne Cthulhu or whatever. She has made references because she was a writer for Pathos for quite some time. In fact, that's where she met Katie when they were both writers for Pathos. And that it was all like the reason why she was no longer with Pathos, Katie, that is, it was all like hush hush, like no one would talk about it. But also what stood out to Suzanne was that the website no longer hosted any of her writings at all. Like they didn't even make any kind of acknowledgement to her existence. And that's what was strange, because there were plenty of people who moved on to whatever bigger and better things in Pathos, but they still showcased their writings that they had done while with Pathos. But Katie's, they just erased any and all evidence of her ever having written for the website. That's fucking weird. You know, Suzanne was just like, I've never seen that before. Like no one's ever seen that before. So yeah. So in my opinion, she was fired. Yeah.
Was a religious website, but Katie was posting drama content onto it, because of course she was. One example of the content she used to post on this website was an article titled "The Criminal Backgrounds Tati and James Westbrook Have Been Hiding from Millions," which is a misleading title since Tati Westbrook doesn't actually have a criminal background, and James Westbrook, her husband, his only criminal history is that he apparently experimented with drugs in his teens. I'm not kidding you. This is an adult man with a child, and Katie is talking about how he is trying to hide his former criminal activity from the record and is a crime boss and is in charge of all these criminal pursuings, when the only thing on his rap sheet is that he used drugs when he was a teen. Something that almost everyone can say that they have done at some point in their lives. But Katie rails on in her article and in her tweets, talking about how these 2 drug charges from when he was a child clearly show that he is a crime boss and cannot be trusted. Katie rails on in that article and many others that James has never been successful in any business he has had, which is clearly untrue, and that also he has apparently defrauded his family of millions of dollars, which again, if Katie has had the access to the court documents, which she admits she bought for hundreds of dollars, she would have seen that that is also not true. Meaning this is an example of her purposely, once again, trying to put out a narrative that she knows is false because she doesn't like the person it is about. Like, she brags about buying the records, and somehow, someway, this grown adult woman was able to misread them so entirely that she read 2 criminal drug charges as teens as him being a professional career con man. That is not an accident. That is not oopsie doodle. That's malicious intent and purposely putting out a false narrative because you know nobody's going to fact check you because that would require buying someone's personal personal private document. Now, this next situation is nuanced, and at the end of the day, it's incredibly private and incredibly...
Sorry, I'm looking at the chat here. Dash X says, Kate would also threaten people using Pathio's lawyers, but claiming them as her own personal team. Yes, I remember that. Oh, fucking, yep. Pathio's has a lot of lawyers. They have $1 million lawyers, or I forget what it was she worded it as. Like, not sure you really want to go up against that team or some shit. Yep. Oh my God, I remember that.
Incredibly serious, so I don't feel comfortable speaking at length about it. But Katie has taken it upon herself to accuse James, Tati Westbrook's husband, of murdering his mother for her inheritance, as well as purposely getting her to sign it all over to him and keep other family members out of this, which is such a gross overstep that she has quite literally no proof of. She made up the fact that he took advantage of his deceased mother and tried to destroy this person using someone he was close to. It is disgusting. I have had people try to do this on forums with my deceased brother, and as much as I want to say that it doesn't affect me and like, oh, talk your shit, it doesn't matter, to have someone bring up a person who I loved, who I know loves me, who's dead, and who I can't talk to bring that into petty YouTube garbage, it hurts. It hurts so much because my brother, James's mother, they deserve more than that. That's not what their memory is of. That shouldn't be how you remember. It speaks to Katie's character, or lack thereof. The only evidence she had of this was the fact that James, Tati's husband, his estranged relatives later sued for part of the inheritance, even though it was clear in the court documents that they had been disinherited years prior to his mother's death. But Katie warped the facts enough to make it appear like James, Tati's husband, had forced his dying mother to sign over all assets to him, keep his relatives out of her will, and went as far as to say that James killed his.
And you see, and she's since talked in that, and she's tried to make excuses for it too. And she said, "What? I said that she was dying, and then she died, and the oxygen was then removed." Like, nah, that's not how you said it. Like, what do you? No.
His mother purposefully. I cannot emphasize how disgusting and low that is. I do not like plenty of content creators, but even I wouldn't think so little of them to do that, to make something like that up. And remember, this is all because she was mad that Tati made a video last year. She has also gone on to say things about Tati's husband on her YouTube channel, and
the video didn't even have anything to do with Katie even. She just didn't like, I don't know, her behavior maybe. Like, that's what this all came down to. Again, this is why I say her channel, it exists for her to just use as a weapon toward people she just doesn't like, or she deems undesirable or unworthy even.
On Twitter, like he's a career con artist.
In my opinion.
That he stole money from his mother, took out loans on behalf of his mother, and has a long history of criminal activity, and he's colluded with Tati to destroy James Charles' career to get out of debt. Again, there's no proof that they were in debt, so what is she talking about? Those are the most egregious of the claims, but they are not the only claims, seeing as the entire court document is 34 pages long, with multiple tweets and YouTube videos cited, as well as the articles from pathos.com. And from what is still up and public on Katie's channel, even though she did delete some videos in an effort to hide what she's done to the court, there is clearly a pattern of targeted harassment under the guise of reporting on tea and drama on YouTube. I'm sorry. Straight up accusing a man of murdering his mother and fraud, that is not tea. That is not drama. That is not something that belongs on YouTube or belongs on Twitter. That is insane and disgusting. And if you support that, I'm sorry, those two words I just used to describe that drama, that's you. That's you as well. Now, this happened over the span of a year. Katie has been posting these 40 videos, these tweets, these articles in a year's time. And in that time, James and Tati have reached out to her 4 times, sending her 4 cease and desist, telling her to leave them alone or they will be pursuing legal action. And how did you think Katie took that? How did you think Katie, the woman who has been feeding the world a false narrative about these two quote career criminals, would take them asking politely for her to stop? Well, she said this.
I won't put myself at risk. I'm not going to be a party of this lawsuit. Like, to be honest, like, I have not. Here's the thing why I know they're never going to sue me. They're never going to sue me because if they sue me, they have to basically open discovery. And then I can say, well, did you not do this? Prove to me that you didn't do this. You know, show me the evidence that this didn't happen. They're never going to sue me because the discovery for me would be terrible for them. And then I could also file a lawsuit against them for harassing me to take it down. You know what I mean? Or for filing a false lawsuit against me. I could easily do a complaint against them. So there's no way they're going to file a lawsuit about.
See, and here's the thing. Here's where I kind of wish that this lawsuit had played out at least through the discovery phase or whatever. But it's even by her own like strategy there, they would have had to prove that what James did not, in fact, like harm his mother in that sense. Okay, so they would have been easily provable. That was easily provable. Like even just from the vague remembrance I had from the court records in which she shared about this years ago. Like there's nothing on there to suggest that any of those things happened at all. Like this was a complete and total concoction on her part. So the discovery, even by her own fucking discussion here, would have ruined her. It would have proved that she lied. She doesn't even see that.
About me. They're not going to file a lawsuit about me. She'll threaten me, but she's not going to sue me. She's got way bigger fish to fry right now. This is way bigger. It would be a waste of time. Yeah, and people that report, I was talking to my lawyer yesterday, not about this, but in general, and he said that people that report are like literally very protected by the, okay, if they were going to sue me, it would have already happened. It literally would have already.
I don't think she finishes that thought. Like she said, my lawyer told me how the people who report, they're protected by the, like, I'm not sure, but I want to say she doesn't even fucking finish that thought. Like it just drops off.
Already happened. It would have happened. It would have happened 18 months ago when they wanted me to take this down, when they sent me 4 cease and desists. They never sued me because they're not going to sue me based on public records. And I have a right to have my opinion and I have a right to talk about public records if it involves a public figure.
At least she got her wish, though. At least she can finally.
She doesn't. I noticed. You could see exactly where she was going with that one. My lawyer told me that people who report, like, they were protected by what? What are you protected by? What, you think the First Amendment? You think this is what the fucking First Amendment protects? Like, come on.
Finally get her wish of being sued for $5 million in damages and emotional stress, something that I'm pretty sure Tati Westbrook will win, seeing as Katie has been panic deleting videos and tweets showing fault, and there being court orders now put in place for her to stop doing that. In my opinion, Katie is the personification of what people think evil drama YouTubers are, and in my opinion, she is a comic book villain pretending to be a YouTuber. I mentioned at the start of this video that I was already being threatened by a lawsuit simply by tweeting about her and tweeting about my experience, and that she had posted that me, Dustin Daly, Angelica Oles, Nick Snyder, and Allie from Tea by Allie or Truth Sleuth were all going to be sued for talking negatively about her, even though none of us, not a singular person, has gone as far as she has. She is a hypocrite, she is a liar, and she has been shown time and time again to go after people simply because she doesn't like them. And when she can't find anything negative to say about someone that's rooted in fact, she simply makes things up. Like when she decided for some reason, because I subtweeted her, that I quote, get off on humiliating others and that people are scared of me. Again, it was a subtweet, girl. What are you talking about? I didn't even say her name, and she made him a narrative to fit her statement to make people dislike me, even though an hour before she had been begging for me to acknowledge her. She acts very obviously out of spite and malicious intent, and the fact that she has been able to get away with this for years now without anyone stopping her is insane. And I, for one, am happy that Tati, flawed as she is going after her. Again, this is only a fraction of what she has done. I didn't cover her filing a restraining order against another YouTuber simply because he talked about his experience with her. I didn't talk about how she falsely accused him of sexual harassment. I didn't talk about how she doxed multiple people whose only crimes were, again, not liking her. And I didn't go in depth with a lot of the things she has done to other YouTubers like Beast Boy or Augie RFC and more. There is an entire subreddit dedicated to her actions, and I'm going to link it in the description down below. That way you guys can educate yourself on what she has done and come to your own conclusions. With that being said, I hope you guys have a super great day. I don't know how long this video is going to be. At time of recording, I've been talking for 54 straight minutes, but in writing the script out and researching, it was 14 pages, which is a lot. Usually my videos are more 4 to 5 pages in that range, and we shall see. So
yeah, and you know that that's a lot because I'm not going to go through them all now, obviously, but wait, what am I doing? Okay, exit full screen. So videos. What was that called? Without a crystal ball is the worst or something? I might have passed it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing any without a crystal ball videos. Oh no shit. That looks familiar. Did she do a video on Steve 3 years ago? Oh my god, I want to check that out. That looks like Steve though. Anyway. Let me find that one. Yeah, because she's done several. She did several on Without a Crystal Ball. I believe this was the first one. So, okay, there's one. There's another. Am I missing it? Am I fucking missing it here? Okay, let me go back up to these. Okay, yeah, that was it. I'm not even looking at the title. I'm looking at the thumbnail. Okay, so Without a Crystal Ball is the worst. That's the first one. Then there is Without a Crystal Ball just got worse. Then there is, I think she took a little break maybe. I thought that there's more than that. Oh yeah, okay. Without a Crystal Ball keeps getting worse. I thought there was one more. Maybe I'm mistaken on that. Oh no, here we go. Without a Crystal Ball needs to stop. So, I mean, we can go through all these. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to wrap this stream up. It's been long enough. So I think on that, no, I am going to wrap this up. I think that was the last one. I think there's only 4. Yeah, I'm not seeing anymore. Okay. So, yep, that is, shoot, am I still there? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that was Creepshow Art's first video on Without a Crystal Ball. And, yeah, that was interesting. Oh, yeah, and that's what I covered, what I showed in my last stream when Without a Crystal Ball was on Unirock stream there at the end, and Charlie Gold came on and tried to talk some sense into her, which ultimately didn't work. This is the video that they were talking about in that stream. This is the video. So next, though, I think what we should watch is the part of that one stream by Augie RFC. I think we'll cover that one next. So that one and maybe another one of Creepshow Art's videos. We'll see. I don't know. This is fun though. Going back, like, I don't know, rehashing the shit, because like though it's past, it's like ancient history to some degree. It's not, because it's still happening, So it's educational, if nothing else. Creepshow did remove a lot of videos, but you should do the Augie and Unidink clip. It's super funny. I will. Yeah, I would. It's a little bit longer, that one, from what I remember, because I know Steve comes on at the end, but I don't think I'll play through the whole Steve and Unirock being on there. I think I'll stop playing really when Creepshow Art exits. I don't know. I don't know, because a lot of it has to do with Unirock, and he really does just look like spectacular, like an idiot in that entire thing. So I really feel like I do need to give it its due diligence. I don't know. But yeah, look forward to that next stream, which, I don't know, maybe it'll be tomorrow. We'll see. If it is tomorrow, though, it's going to be early because I have to work. I'm going to go back to work tomorrow. I need to go back. I'm ready to get the fuck out of the house. So, yes. So on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Have a good night. Where's my exit door? There it is. Bye.